that question paper was tough or easy? ಹೇಗಿತ್ತು question paper? Easy ಇತ್ತಾ?
Yes, ma'am.
ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಯ್ತಾ?
No,
ಕಷ್ಟ ಇದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಯ್ತು? ಯಾವ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಯ್ತು?
it was easy, ma'am.
ಅದಂತ ಈಸಿ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಡಿ.
No, ma'am, it was easy.
It was easy. Okay. Why only 30 students are there? What about the remaining students? Only 32 students are there. Why? ಯಾಕೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ವಾ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ? ಗೊತ್ತಲ್ವಾ? ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಹಾಕಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲಾದ್ರೂ ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆಗಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು. Yes, students, is my screen is visible? Yes, students, wait 1 minute because I'm not able to share the screen. Wait 1 minute. Just now I'm sharing my screen. Due to some network issue, I was not able to share the screen. So now I am able to share the screen, students. Yes, this is your question paper of your second internals. Write the test case for triangle problem with respect to the boundary value analysis. Yes, what is boundary value, students? What is boundary value?
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, your screen is not visible, ma'am.
Now,
No, ma'am.
no.
No, ma'am.
Mm,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
now it is visible, no? Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you. Yes, yes, students, write the test case for triangle problem with respect to the boundary value. So first, if you understand what is boundary value, then only you are able to write the test cases for triangle problem with respect to the boundary value analysis. So first, you need to understand what is the boundary value. So if you understand boundary value, then easily you can write the different test cases for triangle problem. In boundary value module, we have seen the different types of test cases, students, for triangle problem. And the next is discuss robustness testing, worst case testing, and the special value testing with an example. Yes, when I was explaining this, I took triangle problem example, next day not triangle problem, next day problem example, and VTU theory exam example. All those examples I have taken and explained. So here you have to discuss the robustness of testing, worst case, and the special value testing. Special value testing, this leap year example I have taken and I explained. So you have to explain with an example for all these types of testing. Explain the three tries in a next day problem. Yes, we have three tries. No, first try, second try, and third try, students. In the first try, the details of all the days, months, years we are taking. In the second try, we are concentrating only on the leap year. For leap years, year wise, we are concentrating. So in the third case, a day value, we are concentrating. So all the different three cases are there. So three cases you need to explain. Next, the fourth question is data equivalence class testing. So explain we so define so not data, sorry, define equivalence class testing. So explain the types with graph. Yes, everybody still I have not started the correction, students. So I wanted to know how you people have written the test. Anybody have doubt out of these questions? ಏನ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಇದೆ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಮೇಡಮ್, ನೀವೇನು ಹೇಳೇ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಆ ಥರದ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಸ್ ಏನಾದರೂ ಇದೆಯಾ, ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಇದೆಯಾ? Yes, students, do you find any such types of questions here? Or if you have any doubt or you are not able to write what answer, you are not able to identify what answer you have tried for any of these questions, ಆ ಥರ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಇತ್ತಾ? Please respond. So okay, define DD path along with the conditions. What are the conditions? DD path conditions. ಏನಿತ್ತು conditions? Is Lata, what were the conditions? What were the conditions, Lata? The students in the screen, it is showing 5th semester, so don't get confused. So Lata, are you there, Lata? Lata? Srinivas? Srinivas?
Ma'am, good morning, ma'am.
What answer you have written, Srinivas, for this question? What is the answer? If you have not written also, what are the conditions of DD path?
There are several cases, right, ma'am? Like it should be having a single node with in degree 0, etc.
Other answer? Yes. Yes, student, the conditions, yes. Srinivas, you are right. The conditions of PD path, that is the 5 different cases. So for these are all the conditions for DD path. See, DD path means decision path. Here, a directed graph will be there for the program. If any node is coming and if any input is coming, if any output is going, then in degree is 1 and out degree is also 1. If nothing is there, only single node is there like this. Like this, e circle tara. Here. Nothing is there, nothing is coming in, nothing is going out. This is a single node. And for this single node, the in degree value and the out degree value is 0. Yes, yaru no doubt illa. So everybody is clear with the question paper. So write the table of Miller's test coverage matrix table. Just I asked the table. Table also we have discussed. Explain the type of matrix based testing. Types of matrix based testing. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ. The statement testing, DD path testing, dependent pairs of DD paths, predicate outcome testing, multiple condition coverage testing, and loop coverage. So this is a answer for this question. Yes. Yes, 7th question. It is very interesting question. So create a GUI for technical fest events. So technical fest. Assume our department is organizing a technical fest. So you have to write the GUI. See, the question I asked, create a GUI. GUI bardre nimge marks sigutte illa antandre sigalla. Create a GUI for technical fest events. So with the boundary value analysis condition, write the boundary value analysis condition for each field which you have mentioned in the GUI. So GUI alli yeneno you mention madidira. If you mentioned in the GUI, so everything you have to write the boundary value. Age ತಗೊಂಡಿರ್ತೀರಾ, ಏಜ್ಗೆ ಬೌಂಡ್ರಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ, ಫೋನ್ ನಂಬರ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿರ್ತೀರಾ, ಫೋನ್ ನಂಬರ್ಗೆ ಬೌಂಡ್ರಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ, ಡೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಬರ್ತ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿರ್ತೀರಾ, ಡೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಬರ್ತ್ಗೆ boundary value. Whatever the fields you have taken, for everything you have to write the boundary value. First create that's why I have not told you have to take only these fields. It is of your choice, but the theme I have given, the scenario which I have given is technical fest. So in the technical fest, you decide what are the events you are going to host. It may be coding debugging, it may be technical treasure hunt or technical memes, technical video making. So everything which is related to technical, and list out the events, and whatever the events you are taking, what are the fields you are taking in that GUI, you have to write the boundary value for everything. Yes, ಎಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕೂ boundary value ಬರಿಬೇಕು. The last question, so based on the case study, you have to answer the following question. What is software testing? Define equivalence class partitioning, and what is black box testing. So you have to answer for these 3 questions. So ಹೇಗೆ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ? How you did the test? ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ? Yes, students. Any doubt in the question paper? So first I'll take the attendance, students, and then I'll start the next topic. First I'll take the attendance. Answer your attendance. Asta? Asta absent. As plus also she was not there.
Ma'am, she is not well, ma'am.
Okay. Abhinav? Abhinav is also not there. Aishwarya?
Present, ma'am.
Anu?
Present,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
Ambrish.
Anu?
Present, ma'am.
Arbaz?
Ma'am.
Ambrish, correct,
Ma'am.
sorry. Ambrish? Ambrish,
Yes,
Ambrish.
ma'am.
Arbaz? Arbaz? Arbaz is absent. Arjun?
ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್.
Arjun, ಹೇಗೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಯಾ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್?
ಹಾಂ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್, ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್.
ಅಶೋಕ್? Ashok? Ashok is absent. Benita? Benita? Benita is absent. Bhargavi? Bhargavi is absent. Bhavisha?
Present, ma'am.
Chaitra?
Present, ma'am.
Dev?
ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್.
Deeksha?
Present, ma'am.
Deepika L?
Present, ma'am.
Deepika M? Deepika M? Absent, Deepika M? Murli?
Present, ma'am.
Gangubai?
Present, ma'am.
Gudia?
Present, ma'am.
Harshit?
Present, ma'am.
Singh? Singh? Singh is absent. Kavya?
Present, ma'am.
Kishore?
Present, ma'am.
Lata?
Yes, ma'am.
Manisha?
Present, ma'am.
Manisha, last class absent. Manjunath?
Yes, ma'am.
Bega? Manjunath?
Yes, ma'am.
Nayana?
Present, ma'am.
Nayana?
Present, ma'am.
Neelanjan? Nishant? Nishant? Pavitra?
Present, ma'am.
Maithili?
Present, ma'am.
Priyanka?
Present, ma'am.
Pavan,
Present, ma'am.
Akash,
Present, ma'am.
Rajeshwari.
Present, ma'am.
ರಾಜೇಶ್ವರಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಯಮ್ಮ ಟೆಸ್ಟು?
Yes, ma'am. It was good.
ರಾಕೇಶ್,
Yes, ma'am.
ರಮ್ಯಾ,
Present, ma'am.
ರಶ್ಮಿ,
Present, ma'am.
ರವಿಶಂಕರ್,
Yes, ma'am.
ರಿಜ್ವಾನ್. Rizwan is absent. Vishal,
Present, ma'am.
Savita,
Yes, ma'am.
Shruti, Shruti is absent. Sneha,
Yes, ma'am.
Purti,
Present, ma'am.
Srinidhi,
Present, ma'am.
Srinivas,
Present, ma'am.
Sunil,
Present, ma'am.
Vaishnavi,
Present, ma'am.
Vinny,
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am?
hmm.
Ma'am, can
Yes,
you hear
who's
me,
that?
Ma'am, Deepika only,
Deepika.
ma'am. Ma'am, network went off, ma'am.
ಹೌದಾ?
Ma'am?
ಸರಿ.
Can you hear me, ma'am?
Okay.
Ma'am,
Yeah,
Ashok
I
present,
can hear
ma'am.
you.
Ma'am, Nishan present, ma'am. Ma'am,
One
Ashok
ನಿಮಿಷ,
Can be
present.
one
present,
ನಿಮಿಷ.
ma'am?
Kavya is there? Kavya. Abhinav. Arvas. Ashok.
Present, ma'am.
ಇದೆಯಾ? ಮತ್ತೆ ಅವಾಗ ಯಾಕೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ? ಬೆನಿತಾ. ಬೆನಿತಾ. Benita is not there. Bhargavi, Kavya, Kavya present.
Kavya present, ma'am.
Nilanjan, okay. Nilanjan, Nishan present alva. Nishan, Rizwan absent. Shruti. Yes, students, come back to our regular class. So what we were learning is we were studying equivalence class testing. In equivalence class testing, we studied this weak normal equivalence class, strong normal equivalence class, weak robust, and strong robust equivalence we have studied. So in last class, we have learned the equivalence class testing. So before we move on to the types of equivalence class testing. So in equivalence class testing, we have learned the weak normal equivalence class testing, strong normal equivalence class testing, robust weak equivalence testing, and robust strong equivalence testing. And we have also learned the equivalence test classes for next day problem and commission problem we have learned. And next we have the equivalence class testing of for triangle problem. Yes, students, The equivalence means, in the equivalence, what we have learned, the main important thing is what we have learned. We have learned the partitioning of the data. Yes, students, the partitioning of the data, the subsection of the data. So assume that I have a numbers from 1 to 100. I have a number from 1 to 100. Here I am making the subsection of only the odd numbers. I'm making the subsection of only the odd numbers. Here I'm making the subsection of even numbers. I'm making the subsection of even numbers. Now I want to do the, I want to apply the test cases. I want to apply the test cases. Here if I take the complete set here, if I take a complete set, then here I am having the numbers from 1 to 100. But here according to the equivalence class testing, here the main thing is the subsection. Here I have made two subsections. What are the two subsections? Are the odd numbers and the even numbers. The odd numbers and the even numbers. Assume I want to check whether the number is whether the given triangle is equilateral or scalene, or it is a triangle, or it is isoline. I have to take only the odd numbers. Then I can use only S1. This is subset 1, and this is subset 2. This is subset 1. I am labeling this subset 1 and subset 2, and it is a universal set. This is the U is equal to universal set. It contains the number 1 to 100. The subsection 1 contains only the odd numbers. The subsection 2 contains only the even numbers. Here if we want to apply only even numbers, then I take the values only from this, only from S2. The simple example I gave the rice example. Now here I have 20 varieties of rice. Yes, students, why I am repeating is this is simple to understand. That's why again and again I am repeating the same thing. So simple 20 varieties of there. So basmati rice, 5 varieties are there. Bullet rice 5 varieties, and other rice remaining 10 varieties. Here what happens here is, here the main thing is we are reducing the time, we are reducing the complexity, we are reducing the redundancy. If you make the partition, if you make a proper subset, if I make a subset, 1 with basmati rice, and 2 varieties with bullet rice, and 3 varieties with other quality of rice, is it useful, students? Is the set is useful? I have made a subset. In that subset, 1 variety is bullet rice, and 2 varieties of basmati rice, and 3 other qualities of rice. Is it a useful set? No, it is not a proper way of doing a partitioning. When we do the partitioning, it should be helpful. It should avoid the redundancy. Here again the confusion is happening. Here we are not doing any non-redundancy thing. Here we are increasing the redundancy. Here we are making the things complex. So for this, in last class we have seen some of the cases for next day problem and for commission problem examples we have seen. Now we have the equivalence class test for the triangle problem. So for the triangle problem, 4 rules are there. So we have taken 4 rules. What are those 4 rules? Where is the rules? So what are those 4 rules? Here is NOD. What are those 4 rules? Go through the rules. Here is the rules. So the rules here, we have to take ABC values. ABC value. The triangle sides ABC. The rules means the conditions. When we take ABC value, those ABC value, using those 3 values, we can form an equilateral triangle, we can form isosceles triangle, and we can form a scalene triangle, and sometimes it will not be a triangle. We do not form a triangle. Why? Because see here I have a is equal to, we have seen the example also. I'll take a is equal to 2. So a is equal to 2 centimeter. B is equal to 10. B is equal to 10, 2 centimeter, 10 centimeter, and C is equal to 1. C is equal to 1. Yes, students, see here though I have 3 values, though I have A, B, C 3 values, using this A, B, C, these 3 values, am I able to make a triangle? Yes, students, is it possible to make a triangle? It may be equilateral, or it may be isosceles, or it may be scaling. But whether I am able to make the triangle with the help of these 3 values, triangle form aagta idya? No, I am not able to form a triangle. I am not able to form a triangle because A is 2 centimeter, B is 10 centimeter, and C is only 1 centimeter. Though I have, see, like this different values we have to take, and we have to check whether the given triangle is equilateral or scalene or not. Here some of the test case. Here in the first test case, ABC is 5, 5, 5, and it is equilateral triangle. And next is A is to B is A is to B is to C is 3. It is a isosceles triangle. Next A is 3, B is 4, and C is 5. It is a scalene. Coming to fourth case, A is 4. A is 4, B is 1, C is 2. Yes, it is not a triangle. I am not able to, a student, if you take a scale, and with the help of the scale, if you take a proper measurement, and if you try to draw a triangle, then you will not be able to draw the triangle with these 3 values. So it is not a triangle. The next case, yes, students, here when we take ABC value, the value of A should not be a negative value. The value of A should not be a negative value. The value of B should not be negative value, and the value of C should not be negative value. Means all the 3 values should be a positive values only. All the 3 values should be a positive values only. Yes, see here the first case, A is -1, B is 5, C is 5. So the A value is not in a range. Next, in the second case, B value is not in a range, so it will not allow us to draw the triangle. So C is not in a range. And if you remember, in the second module when we learned the triangle problem, we have taken the value of A, B, C from 1 to 100. Yes, do you remember? But in the last case, the value of A is 201. The value of A is 201. So it is the 201 is not in the range. 201 value is not in the range. So we cannot able to make a triangle. It's next day problem. Next day problem is, students, here once again I have taken next day problem. Why? Because it is very much important. Now I need answers from you people. Is Vaishnavi? Vaishnavi, are you there, Vaishnavi?
Yes, ma'am.
What are the conditions of next day problem?
We are taking month, day, and year, ma'am. If the condition will be
Okay.
true, it will.
Okay. Wait. What are the subject value? What are the subject values? What are the subject value? Subject, how is, or I'll change my question like this. How we can take a subject value in next day function? how we can take a subset value in next day function. Yes, students, this is the reason why again I am repeating this next day function. ಹೇಳಿ ಬೇಗ. Yes, students, when I was explaining this first time, there also I told here we are taking two ways or two types of subsection. Those are all valid and invalid subsections. Valid and invalid subsections. See, these three subsections are valid, and these here some of the values are invalid. Why it is invalid? Why it is valid? Yes, listen carefully. These are all the subset of next day function. These are all the subset of next day function. The subset of month is from 1 to 12. Yes, greater than or equal to 1 and less than or equal to 1. What is the meaning greater than or equal to means? It might be 1 or it might be greater than 1, the month value, and might be 12 or less than 12. So the cap is 1 to 12 is a cap. So from 1 to 12, the value may be, it may be having a different values. The month may be 6, 7 or 10, but it should not be greater than 12. And the day value is 1 to 31. And the year value is 1812 to 2012. This is a valid subset. And here I have an invalid subset. Less than 1. Do I have any month less than 1? Do I have any month which is less than 1, students? Yes? One kita kami irodu yadaru idya?
No, ma'am.
No, we don't have any month which is having less than, greater than 12.
No, ma'am.
Less than 1? No. Less than 31, greater than 31? No. Here we have, yes students, we have 1812, less than 1812, but the condition what I have taken for the year is from 1812 to 2012. So the value of year should be within this only. It should within this only. So it should not be greater than that. So these are all the invalid subset. These three are the valid subset. So like this we can make, yes students, one more example I have given you. The when we visit to the cloth shop, when we visit to any shopping or when we visit to do any cloth shopping, so their garments, then their jeans will be segregated. Jeans section, yes, cotton material section, saree section. There are different sections iruttalla. Why? To avoid the redundancy, to avoid the ambiguity, to avoid the confusion. So the different see, making subsection, making a partition is depending on the problem statement, students. It is depending on the problem. It is depending on the scenario. Here we are taking a cloth store example. So here I am segregating jeans, cotton sarees, and cotton clothes and sarees. Again, if you go to only for jeans outlet, if you go to only a jeans outlet, again they might have segregated based on the brands. Levi's, one section; John Player, one section. Jeans only. So the based on the brand also they can do the partition. They may do the subsection. So doing subsection is very much important. So here we have some of the test cases. 2000 day is -1. It is not in a range. So 2013 last case only, the way The year is 2013, but in the condition, in the section, in the partition, the range value which I have taken for the year is from 1812 to 1812 to 2012. So I cannot take 2013. Why? Because it is not in my range. I can take 2011. I can take 2012, but I cannot take 2013. It's like this. We can write a different test cases using the equivalence class for triangle problem, for commission problem. Students, all these are very much important. Very much important. These graphs. Yes. Any doubt? Any doubt? Any doubt, students? Hey students, today's assessment I am sending in the chat box. I'll give you 5 minutes. In 5 minutes, you complete the assessment. Complete the assessment, students. Complete the assessment. Manisha is there. Manisha and Kishore. Manisha. Manisha. Kishore. Manisha and Kishore is there. Manisha and Kishore is there. Yes, students, you inform them. Still, Manisha, Asta, and Kishore, these 3 students have not submitted their first and second assignment. Today, 1 day time I'll give. Today also, if they are not going to submit, then they'll get 0 marks. Kishore, he was there, no? Kishore and he was there, and Manisha also, she was there. Kishore and Manisha. Kishore, still I can see Kishore. Kishore. Manisha.
Yes, ma'am.
Why you have not submitted your assignment? See, it is missing here. You can see, no? If you upload, it will not show missing. ಯಾಕೆ? What is the reason? ಯಾಕೆ ಸಬ್ಮಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅಸೈನ್ಮೆಂಟು? Finish the assessment. Only 8 students have given the assessment. Yes, today is the last chance. Manisha.
Okay, ma'am.
Manisha. Kishore. Kishore is there. What happened to Astha? She's not attending the classes also. Arbaz.
Ma'am, she was not feeling well.
She's not well.
Yes, ma'am, she is not feeling well.
What happened?
Fever, ma'am.
Okay. Kishore. I can see still Kishore. I think just he has logged in and he has muted and he went. See students, if you attend class like this, then there is no use. Only when I take attendance, only that time if you come and if you answer for the attendance, just only for the sake of attendance, if you attend the class, then what is the use? What you will understand? From second module, whatever the topics I have started, the same thing is same thing we are using everywhere. Yes. So each class has connection from the previous class. Is finished your assessment? Complete the assessment, students. Complete fast. 24 responses I got. Another 2 minutes time I'll give. So after 2 minutes, whatever the responses I get, I'll not consider. I'll stop the responses. So another 2 minutes. Neelanjan, you were there, and when I was taking attendance, that time you didn't respond. Why? Neelanjan?
Yes, ma'am.
You joined late, Neelanjan.
Yes, ma'am. I joined late, ma'am.
When you joined? 11:30?
No, ma'am. 11:20.
Abhinav, Arbaz is there. Abhinav, Arbaz, Benita, Bhargavi. Bhargavi is there. Bhargavi is not there. Okay, students, I'll stop here. See you in the next class.